Welcome back to another episode of Operation Pixel. We just took out Ye Olde Fire Club in no time at all.
Yeah, we weren't even paying attention.
Yeah, it turns out Blastoise is overpowered and banned for a reason. What do we got to do in the Grass Club? Anything interesting going on here?
Oh, what's the old lady?
Oh, actually,
Granny!
I might have some free packs from the professor. He usually sends me mail to give me suggestions. It's me, Dr. Mason!
Oh,
have you collected
9
many
and 10.
cards? I have some information about Ken's deck. He's the master of the Fire Club.
Who we just kicked the crap out of. Okay,
His deck consists
thank you.
of fire Pokemon and colorless Pokemon. Pit a water Pokemon against the fire Pokemon and a fighting against the colorless. Study the decks from the water... Shut up. Here's a gift for you. It's a mystery booster pack.
Useless.
Yeah, I just want free cards. Dragonair's not bad. Let's see. And this one... Oh, something about... I don't know. If you have 3 of a basic Pokemon card, you want 2 of its stage 1 and 1 of its stage 2. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I already know all this.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he's basically still giving me, like, basic deck building tips. But he gave me 2 booster packs!
Yay!
Articuno. Oh, so I found out between episodes when I was building my new deck that I didn't actually have enough Fire-type energies.
Oh, yeah.
So I made a Fire and Psychic-type deck. And I called it Meh, because I don't expect it to be anywhere as good as the Blastoise deck was. Or many of my other decks in this run, thus far.
We'll find out.
Yep. It should be serviceable, hopefully. I mean, it's just a Grass-type gym, right? How bad could it be? Taking care of plants is hard work. Let me rest for a while. Who? The master of the Glass Club? You mean Nikki? Nikki's out. I need a break. You want to play the Pokemon trading card game? Yes!
With photosynthesis.
Alright.
I hate you, Brittany.
Oh, I got no basics. Alright.
And...
I got no basics.
Uh-oh.
I mean, there should be like...
Oh, you're drunk. 7? I thought it should be 6.
Nah, it's always 7. I feel like in the regular Pokemon card game there might be like some limit or something, but... I don't know. Let's see. I guess I'll start with Magmar. And I'll put down this here Ghastly. And hope I draw some better cards. As one does when they play a card game. Well, I went first, that's always good. That helps. Better cards, come on.
Yay, Bill.
Eh. I got a Charmander. That'll help eventually. I need a Haunter to get this Gengar. Or more fire energies for this thing to be any use. Wait, she pulled out a freaking Diglett at the Grass-type gym? What's going on here? Doesn't really matter.
Is it confused?
I think I use Smoke Screen, which basically just makes it have to do a coin flip to see if it's, can damage me or not.
Oh.
Come on, energy! Aww. Well, guess we'll just,
You say aw, but it's still a Haunter.
yeah. Let's remove our energies. I'm just basically hoping to draw into a Professor Oaken, so I'm pretty much buying time. Until I get lucky. Yep. Alright. So... let's see, I was actually going to talk to you about something last time. I remembered it, like, near the end of our recording session. And then I was like, oh, I guess
okay.
Now's not the time. Have you ever seen the movie The Warriors? I think it's from the 80s.
Are you talking about Road Warrior?
No, specifically The Warriors.
Is that the one where they go like come out and play it.
That is where that line is from, yes.
Okay. I remember that line. I do not remember the movie.
I haven't seen it in a couple of years. I watched it on because it was on Netflix and it was like a classic film.
Yeah.
And I remember not being too impressed by it on first watching it, but I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I kind of want to watch it again. And I was thinking, like, hey, when we can hang out again, that'd be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, I don't have it. Is it still on Netflix?
I don't know if it's still on Netflix. It might be. If not, I'm sure we can figure something out. But
yeah, I've got like Vudu on my phone and all those classic movies. It's like you can rent them for like $3 for like a weekend.
Look at all these Magmar. That is not what I needed to draw, Bill.
3 Magmar and 2 Gengar.
Let's take his fire energy from him. That'll be funny.
So yeah, I don't have it, but I'm pretty sure I can rent it for like $3.
Yeah. I mean, it's also possible it's on like Prime Video or Hulu or I don't know. We've got access to a bunch of places we can check. That's how the modern world is these days.
All these classic films.
Cool, another Gastly.
Buying for
oh my God.
distribution rights and everything, and yeah.
I've still only gotten 1 energy. No, 2 energies this whole game. Need energy so bad. So anyways, the reason I was bringing up the Warriors is because, like, I mean, basically, it's a story about, like, a bunch of punk gangster kids. So it's not really my cup of tea, because, like, anything that's, like, the protagonists are all a bunch of criminals, I'm always like, I don't like it. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
But looking back on it, I just remember, like, every gang in New York that they came across had, like, weirdly, like, anime-esque theming.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, because the Warriors basically all wore, like, I think they were styled like Native Americans, where they had, like, leather jackets, and they had, like, red war paint and stuff like that, or something along those lines. It's been a while, so I can't remember for sure. And then, like, I specifically remember them playing again, or, they ran into, like, one group that I think was, like, a bunch of baseball players. And, like, just the entire gang was themed like baseball players.
So they have, like, baseball caps and, like, baseball bats and stuff?
Yep. And then I think, I could be misremembering this, but I think there might have even been one that was just a bunch of mimes.
Wait, what?
And, like, that's what I'm saying, is I'm trying to remember the Warriors now, and I'm like, was that thing actually absurd and cartoonish? Like, it might actually be a pretty fun adventure, like, movie, in a way.
Alright. No, I'm totally down for watching that. This actually brings up a point where, yeah, during quarantine, I was like, I have nothing to watch. What do I watch? So I started watching a bunch of these like, cult classic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched a couple, and yeah, I couldn't get through half of them. Yet they're still like these cult classics.
Yeah.
The main one...
Oh, go ahead.
The main one was Clockwork Orange.
Ooh, I haven't seen that one. It's been on my list for a while, or it was on Netflix for a little while.
I've tried.
But I mean, the thing is,
and
I imagine I won't like that one either, because by all accounts, it looks like a horror film, basically. Like
no, it's not a horror film.
Horror type thing.
I don't know what it is.
Then I have no idea.
I made it like 45 minutes in, because I was borrowing it from a coworker, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ended up, like, turning it off, like, 45 minutes, and going, like, alright, man, like, I don't know if this is for me. He's like, how far did you get? I'm like, I got to the part where they were, like, trying to, like, brainwash him or something. I'm not sure. He's like, dude, you didn't even make it, like, a quarter of the way through the movie. I'm like, really? Because that's all I can take. I'm done.
So I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not that familiar with it. I was curious, just because, yeah, it is one of those sort of,
well, it is a Stanley Kubrick movie, which I did like The Shining. which is also another one of his films.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I know that's been brought up in like media a lot. I could not get it. I tried. I really did. I don't get that movie, man.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen it. I'll check it out one of these days. I still got these fingers in my hand. What am I doing?
Maybe when that happens, we can talk about it and go, what the fuck were they thinking?
You're right. So I'm gonna try and get a little cheeky here. Nah, it's a bad idea. Why would I do that?
I do gotta say, it's a very... Like, if I'm looking at it from an artsy point of view, I can see it.
It would work. Yeah. I don't know. I think sometimes, too, it just has to do with, like, being a product of the time. Because, you know, it's one of those things, right, where it's like, there's a lot of things that we liked when we were probably, like, 10 or so that, like, just don't hold up.
Yeah.
And, like, or, like, at the time it was super incredible, and now it's kind of like, this has some issues.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of specific examples. Nothing's coming to the top of my mind, but, like...
The thing that pops into my mind right now is, might be The Matrix.
You think that didn't age well?
No, I think the effects of the time were groundbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great movie for its time.
Yeah.
But then the sequel started coming out. And then it started to suck.
Yeah, people aren't too fond of, the second one. I think people still generally kind of like the third one, but, like, definitely the first one was what blew people away.
Oh, yeah, the third one was basically a standalone movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, wait a minute, this is popular? Let's make more. I'm trying to think of another one.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my mind. That's fine, I guess.
You have to agree with me, though, that Jurassic Park still holds up to this day.
Yeah, I think Jurassic Park did a good job. I think it's because, like, so much of it is animatronics.
Yeah, the real life stuff.
Yeah. If they'd gone heavy on CG in that movie, I think they would have had problems. But because it's so much of it is animatronic...
They went heavy on CG in the sequel, and it kind of sucked.
Yeah. Because CG, just old CG especially, stands out a lot. Like, it's probably saved them, like, a boatload of money, but, like...
Mid-90s animatronics was the best time for movies.
It was good stuff.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I remember the first Alien movie. Like, besides the fact that
hell yes!
Besides the fact that everybody's using DOS computers, it's pretty good.
Oh, yes. Okay. The first Alien movie was great. I personally prefer the second one.
I haven't seen the second one in a long time. Or all that much, really.
Okay, let's add that to the list once we're able to hang out again.
Yeah.
So, I was about to go into it, but if you haven't seen it in a while, I'm gonna go ahead and
I remember bits and pieces of it, but, like...
Yeah, that's the best time to rewatch it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
or like play a game. I don't really remember it that much.
Yeah.
That's the best time to replay it.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop on that. What was another good one? From the 90s.
Have we talked about the old Godzilla movie from the 90s? The American one?
Oh, you mean Zilla?
Yeah.
I feel like we brought it up. I remember you liked it.
Yeah, well, the thing is that I feel like I was the target market right when it came out. Just being like a 12-year-old boy. Like, the thing is that the movie itself isn't that bad. I mean, it's been a while since I watched it, so maybe it's my opinion will have changed if I see it again now.
I mean, the first half of the movie isn't terrible, but the ending is kind of shit.
I think the entire problem with that Godzilla movie is chalked up entirely, I think entirely, to the fact that, like, after you've seen, like, a real Godzilla movie and, like, what Godzilla's supposed to be look like, yeah, Godzilla in that movie dies like a punk. Like,
yeah,
he gets stuck on a bridge and a few airplanes take him down. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, he's supposed to survive, like, a nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
What's this about?
So, it's kind of nonsense, right? But
Screw you, Brittany.
I think outside of that, most of the movie still works fine. Like, if you've seen no other Godzilla movies, it's fine. The problem, it's like your the Super Mario Bros. Movie or the Final Fantasy Spirits Within. The biggest problem is the big name they put on it.
Yeah, okay, I can get that. I will counter with the fact that I love the Godzilla cartoon.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning
that. Was based off of the movie.
Uh-huh. I didn't watch that one too much.
It was basically like cartoon kaiju fights. It was basically Godzilla, the original, but animated and in a cartoon.
Okay, got it.
So like giant monsters would come and like they had to call on Godzilla to fight for them.
God, I just sort of remember, like, I feel like the animation in that one was sort of like unusual for the time.
Yeah, it was edgy.
Yeah, but I just mean like that was probably around 2000 because like all the changes.
God, I just remembered a show. Okay. Hang on. Oh shit, what was it called?
Give me some details, maybe I can help.
It was a giant robot that was powered by a human who everybody thought it was an actual robot. And then they made like an AI mini robot who was an actual AI who was trying to learn from the AI robot that was powered by a human. Oh, fuck. Big Guy and Rusty.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that show?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounded kind of familiar. I do remember the name. I don't think I watched that one either. I might have seen a little bit of it.
I remember watching that like every day after school. I love that show.
Master Nicky's out right now. Where'd she go? That's the secret. Let me see. If you defeat 3 members of the Grass Club, I'll tell you where she is. Okay. So I need to beat up Heather and 2 others. I already beat up one of them, so I think 2 more. We're doing on time.
Oh, she's cute.
Oh, we got a little bit more time.
Looks like Erica.
Speedrun Heather. Yeah, a little bit. I'm pretty sure, like, all of these guys, it seems like they just basically were like, what's a Pokemon-looking character, and we'll just change them 10% and call it good enough. Oh, great. A Magmar and a handful of Psychic Energy. Guess I'm gonna be throwing away all these Psychic Energies.
Erica was also on my, like, Pokemon crush list.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, cool. I got, Fire Energy.
Especially in the manga version.
I'm gonna hold off a turn. I drew what I needed, so I'm just gonna thank Professor Oak for a little bit longer. Dude, the Pokemon manga, like, no joke, was pretty legit.
Oh, dude, that is brutal. Okay, actually, there's 2 of them. There's the Pokemon Adventures manga.
Uh-huh.
Which I don't think is by the one that I'm remembering. And then there was the other one called, like, The Electric Tale of Pikachu.
Yeah, I don't know that one, then. I probably would have read Pokemon Adventures.
No, Pokemon Adventures, I remember that one. That was brutal as hell.
Dude, like...
I mean, like, there was, like, Arbok getting chopped in half.
So I don't remember that so much. But
and, like, a Poliwhirl getting a Fearow, like, beak into its gut and getting penetrated.
Okay, I don't remember all that. I don't remember the violence, but, you know, maybe it's just because I'm an adult and I'm now just freaking dulled to violence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see it everywhere, you're like, whatever, someone got stabbed, who cares? Like, there has to be, like, freaking intestines splattering all over the camera for me to be like, oh!
Yeah, actually, really, 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 really quick off topic. I was just talking with my mom recently, like today, and she was talking about one of my next door neighbors when they were having a party, and we were all over there, and the older brother was playing GoldenEye.
Oh yeah.
And and when he died, it went the da 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 da, and then like the blood flowed down the screen on the 64.
Oh yeah.
And then she turns over to me and goes, "You will never play a game like this."
Yeah. No, your mom
And
told
here I
me
am.
a lot back as a kid.
And here I am telling her about like, "Oh yeah, Resident Evil 8. I got my arm chopped off. You know, I got my heart ripped out, and I'm like, I'm bleeding everywhere, and I'm still
Yikes.
alive." And she's like, it's been a long time.
Yep.
Games have come a long way. Anyway, go ahead.
So what I was gonna say though was that poison. Shoot, I was talking about Pokemon Adventures.
Yeah.
I ended up reading that one. I don't know, like 5 years back or so. I forget when exactly. I just found it online and just started reading through it for some reason. And like, it was so good, man. Like,
Yeah, it really was.
there was like, it's not like incredibly good, but it was fun to read. Because there's a lot of moments.
And this is coming from like a 30-year-old, right?
Yeah,
It's still fun to read.
like, because you don't really, I think, expect a lot from Pokemon. So having like okay writing was like good enough.
Yeah.
And it's so much like more serious than like the TV show or anything.
Oh God, yes.
No.
Yeah, it actually follows like red, blue, and green,
Yeah.
and then they introduced like yellow.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Yeah, it
as
goes
a new
through all
character.
the generations. Like, characters keep
Yeah.
getting cycled out, basically, for new characters. So the story keeps basically starting over with some new person in their region and their
Yeah, I remember
issues
when
and
they
their team.
when they introduced green, and like it was like the first like main girl,
Mhm.
and like she was like trying to hide that she was a girl.
No, Yellow was basically mistaken for a boy for a long time.
No, I thought green was like trying to hide.
I don't
like,
think so. I
her
think Green was
breasts.
basically a thief, and she was just robbing people left and right. And trying to get away with it.
Yeah, maybe. It's been a long time.
Oh, I can't. God dang it, Eevee.
I remember finding a copy of Pokemon Adventures, one of the ones with yellow, but it was like all in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
But I picked it up anyway.
Oh, this might be bad. She's got a water type.
Oh, uh-oh. And you got nothing but fire.
I mean, I got psychic types too, but
I mean, in your hand.
Just gonna Professor Oak now. I need to get some answers
Wasn't
here.
paying attention. I was talking about manga.
Yeah, I'm only half paying attention too, because I feel like I'll probably be okay.
All right. I got one thing to talk to you about.
Well, hang on, because I think we gotta end the episode. And we'll probably
Okay,
finish this battle next time. I just wanted to mention, though, that, like,
Uh,
as far as Pokemon Adventures goes, is your topic related?
yeah. Well, it might take like 5 seconds to ask.
Okay, well, let me just finish by saying that, just, like, in the Pokemon manga, part of the reason it stood out to me is because, I remember, like, a couple scenes in particular. One is, like, where Red shows up, like, during, like, the Gold and Silver era.
Yeah.
And he basically just comes down from Mount Silver, and
Yeah, I remember
like,
that.
his Snorlax comes out and like derails a train,
I do remember that.
and I was like, "Oh dang! What an entry!" Like, because it's like the hero's return, basically after like he was absent for a long time, and it was like such a cool moment. The other one was Mewtwo shows up as a villain early on. But then there's a time later that Mewtwo shows up as like a reinforcement, and like he's just wielding a giant spoon. And he's there to like stop Deoxys, I think, like the weird alien Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of like the Super Psychic Kadabra.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, Alakazam.
But just, imagining Mewtwo coming
Yeah.
to save the world from, like, this, like, super entity because he's the only one there to hold it, that can match it for power. It's like, oh man,
Can you imagine if he comes out and goes, my arm spoon? I know that's been brought up before at one point.
Yeah, but like, oh man, we're gonna need some context for that in the next episode.
Yeah, whatever.
My arm is a spoon. Come on, man. All right. So what did you want to do your thing next time or this time?
Yeah, I'll do it next time.
Okay.
It'll be a good intro.
Cool. Then we'll see y'all there if you want to hear some more about My Arm is a Spoon and what Ark was saving.
My arm is a spoon!